Distortions are fairly simple. It adds distortion. So if I put it higher, the more effect that distortion will have. No, is it left and right? Yeah, so left and right is like how severely it's distorted, and up and down is what kind of distortion it's on. So you can just like mess about with these and find the sweet spot for whatever you're trying to go for. So it can sound quite different depending on what's going on. So I'm going to look at chorus and delay over here. So yeah, first, whoa. First there's the chorus and delay amount. The chorus and delay is just the name for all of these things. It's not really two different things in this tab, but it's one feature that can be used in different ways. So if we set it to 0, then even if we make that really big, nothing will happen. But we do that, and we hold the note. As long as the note is playing, then this stuff will happen. So you could do stuff like give it a really long tail, and it will follow that tail. It won't ever be louder than the fall off of the actual instrument. So that's something to bear in mind. If you're not getting any delay and stuff, it might be that you're playing these notes, but there's no time for it to actually start the delay. This way is like the time between each repetition. So if I make it shorter, you can tell the difference. And if you put it closer to the middle, then it falls off quicker. And if you put it past the middle to the bottom half, then it's going to bounce between the left and right channels. So if you have headphones on right now, you can tell what's going on. And it's pretty cool. Put it back up like that. The depth, this kind of tweaks, like if I make it like that. Yeah, so you can see this this wibbly line. That's kind of how much it changes. So if you put it down, then it won't change at all. And if you put it up, it will change a lot. That's pretty weird. And if you move it to the left, it's like a more subtle change over time. And put it to the right, and it's a faster change, so fast that you can't even. It just sounds more weird. Yeah. If it's on a, let's try putting it on a timeline. Oh, we've got to record something. So if we tweak that now, we can put on the. So you can tell it's not really in time with the beat of the metronome. Let's try again. Maybe put it towards the start. Yeah. So now it's kind of hitting twice every beat, maybe. With this delay time beat sync thingy. So that's cool. And if you oh sorry. Now if you go up here and go all the way to the right, I'll just remove that. Oh, let's take it out of the timeline. Let's try. So if you put it to 50%, then the delay and chorus stuff is as loud as the 50% of the regular instrument. But if you do that, you can hear that first note is a lot quieter than the later notes, because it only has 25% of that volume, and then it has 72% or whatever of the delay volume. So I can put it all the way to 100%, and you don't hear the first note at all. So let's just try something. So it only starts playing after after that first note would play. EQ. So if I record something, like that, then we can play that on loop. If I go here, put it on loop, and okay. Now the EQ is like kind of like the resonant filter, but just EQs it. So if you do that, it's cutting out all the high frequencies. If you do like that, it's cut out all the low frequencies like that. And you have these like little nodes that you can use as well. And if you use L1 and X on them, you can like expand them out or make them all spiky like that. So if you want it like really fat and bassy, you could turn these down. Oh, that's the one for the end. Like that. So that can be quite useful for making sound effects and stuff. If you want to tweak, like make a big thud into like a little thud, or a big heavy metal scrape into like a scraping of metal on a smaller object, something like that.